Stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the Assassin Brotherhood. These are the tenets of the Creed, the principles I used to live by. I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Well, we won't lack for firewood at least.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you've precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain de Liverandre and his crew must have run into some trouble. Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
I still don't understand why you can't tell me what we're doing here.
Because Chevalier decided not to tell you.
I thought we were friends, Liam.
We are, but this is business. It doesn't concern you, Shay. Am I going too fast for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself. That'll do. And how?
Hurry. We'd best not keep Chevalier waiting.
Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph. Couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated! You simpleton! You rot-brained cabbage farmer! You irresponsible wretch! You simpleton! You rot-brained cabbage farmer!
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You, treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy will be ready for us. Remember your training. Ready to teach him a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you filth rat?
Bad.
Talk before I bash out your brains! We will find them and let them bury what's left of you. Keep an eye out, lads! Their pals are still out there somewhere!
Thank you. There he goes again.
You there! Where do you think you're going? Hold you, and so you die!
Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy be ready for us. Remember your training. Ready to teach them a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you bilge rat? Talk before I bash out your brains!
Keep an eye out, lads! Their pals are still out there somewhere!
There he goes again.
Thank you.
Good day's hunting.
Set her ablaze! Sink that French vessel! No match for you! Ha ha! Yeah! Yeah!
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful. Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of mail. You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
You heard, Chevalier? This vessel is yours, Shay. Go on. Take the wheel. Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so certain about their captain, but next to me you are the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, we could use another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Your own pile of garbage, yes?
Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons, she'll look as fine as anything on the Seven Seas.
Shall we begin, Captain?
Indeed, mate.
God, now.
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect for you, Shay.
Morrigan was an old goddess, the queen of war and darkness, after the souls of fallen warriors. Perfect indeed.
A ship! She's a false shen! They will sink her!
Let's put the Morrigan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men!
him, boy! Damage the door!
Get the yards off the wind! Studs out!
They're tearing her to pieces! Do something!
All down! All down! Fire!
He's breaking up!
Get me some speed!
My ship!
Let's move! Fire!
Ah! Ready to hit them, sir! Brace yourselves!
This vessel is battle-ready after all. We will return to what is left of the Jeffco. It's a long way home. We have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads! Chevalier is pleased with us.
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
What the hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit! Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Please proceed calmly to the nearest exit. We repeat, please remain calm. Do not panic.
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just in an Animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You worked for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you got lost. Now let's get out of here. Follow me. Double time. This chaos is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
Come on, everyone. Just like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is gonna be okay, guys. Stay positive. What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But...
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
Fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie, the elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess that'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
dogs at home that are better trained than you are.
Nothing to see here.
Come on, numbskull. Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot. Good job. This core wasn't too complex, but rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Okay, so I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky. Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
Hey, boss. Calling from Germany?
Yes, I am in Essen, searching for an artifact called the Ankh of Isis. Can you tell me anything about it?
Give me a minute to fire up my machines here. Okay. Not much. There's an obscure file from the data dump scanner that mentions it. It was allegedly 14th century Germany, where an assassin named Lucas Zergberg fought a Templar offshoot called the Brothers of the Cross. Huh, how original.
That's the file that led me to this bland shit pile. Is there anything else? Anything outside of Abstergo official records?
Nobody's ever seen the thing. There's all kinds of stories about its history. From Roman Gallia, Egypt during the Middle Ages, and even a cell of modern-day assassins. Oh. And it apparently raises the dead.
Is there any evidence to support this?
None at all. You know what I think? I think this is bullshit the assassins are spreading around so that people like us waste our valuable time sniffing after it. Smells like a trap.
Agreed. Keep an eye out for new information about the Ankh. While it may not lead to an artifact, we may be able to follow the data back to some assassins.
You got it, boss. Where are you off to next?
Cuba. I'm going to excavate the observatory.
Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy.
Okay. The numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it?
It was summer. Good sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes. A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
It has been a long time.
Achilles.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale. He was a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
See?
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Tell me what happened, friend.
It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this. But did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Bonradier has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame. So we cannot know if he found the site.
Indeed. But if there was a temple under the waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts that showed the way?
Stolen. The Templars broke in during the chaos. They seized the manuscript and precursor box. I gave chase on the sea, but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We must consider what to do next.
Aren't you supposed to be training?
Wally looked worried earlier. I heard that Liam's waiting for you. Seen him yet?
I hear Mistress Hope was looking for you.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
A pity. The boy has so much potential. But so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on. Shoot these targets. You can take your time, but not too much. More work after this. Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up. Well done, Shay. Keep it up. You're doing all right, Shay. But don't let the others vex you. They mean well, though they'll never show it.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed? Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target. It's about time you showed up.
For me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed? Top form, Shay. Attack from around a corner, and your target will never know what hit him. Nicely done. I am surprised. You certainly know how to handle yourself. Huh, a classic haystack. Hide in it, and surprise your target when he gets close. Top form, Shay. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you. It is time for the hunt. Use all your senses together to find prey.
nature gives us. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature. With these, you can keep your pistols close. Achilles has one more thing to show you.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
Where to? Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we're not most at ease when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail. All sail, shell take it.
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
So Achilles tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackendal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
Watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. Do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Help! Draw up anchor!
Loose mainsails! Loose all! Let's move!
Stunsails in! Clew up gallant!
Trap!
Stunsails!
Hey boys, it's a damn tough life. The toil and strife we will moan undergo. We don't give a damn when the gale has stopped, how hard the wind did blow. We're homeward bound, 'tis a grand old sound on a good ship, port and free. We don't give a damn when we drink or rum with the girls on old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're onward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale through the ice, the sleet and rain.
I believe that's Port Lejoie.
That weather looks monstrous.
Some sort of cargo there, sir.
Reef the topsails and gallants!
Haul in those halyards!
Get me some speed! Douse all sail! Get the mainsails into the wind!
As we were fishing off Haysborough line, shooting and holing and trolling all night in that windy old weather, stormy old weather. When up comes a herring, the queen of the sea, says now, "Old skipper, you cannot
ease
catch
off the
me
wind."
in the windy old weather, stormy old weather.
Fill up gallant!
When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. When we sighted a thrasher,
All down!
slashing his
All
tail.
down!
Time now, old
Attaquez ensemble!
Trust me, you will sell those lobster by the ton in France. Ah! The cabbage farmer has returned. About time. We have a lead on that curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it. But one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
How trustworthy are the pirates?
I consider them brothers, Shay. When the time comes, they will lend aid and help us fight the Templars. If only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Are the Templars truly in control in the colonies?
Not quite, but their influence reaches far and wide.
And what about the spy we're meeting?
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood. As it happens, he also has friends in both the French and English fleets. And he knows more about what goes on in these parts than you can ever hope to learn.
So, Liam, what could you tell me about Adewale? You obviously admire the man.
I had the honor of working with him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our cause. It's much more than that.
Adewale was already a legend before joining the Brotherhood. He was a pirate. Scourge of the West Indies, rubbing elbows with the likes of Blackbeard, Woodes Rogers, and Calico Jack Rackham.
Calico who?
Oh, read a book, will you?
Loose all!
Should be nearby, Captain.
There, Captain. An English vessel. And she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
Let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Pretty sight. I say this is a good day to light it from George's pockets.
Be careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too much damage and she'll go down with all souls. And all spoils.
We can board and loot her before the crew knows what hit them.
Brace! Brace! We're going to hit them!
You heard the captain. Move
Ready?
fire!
Brace! Reed! Short on sail!
Captain, hold your fire! Don't want to sink her.
Show them what's for.
Now's the time. Let's board her.
The spoils are ours. For the Morrigan!
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. We should strengthen the Morgan before going any further. There's a harbour master stationed nearby. And spend our new wealth on improvements.
I didn't realize there was a brotherhood in Haiti.
Yes. Francois McCandle is their mentor. He gathers many of his assassins from the Maroons.
Those are escaped slaves and their children, right?
They are. A shame, though. They escaped terrible conditions only to be killed in that earthquake.
But Haiti's a French colony now.
Is this the place? I see nothing but fishermen and their gear.
Aye. Per se and fishing go hand in hand, but it will serve our purposes well enough. The French fish these waters first, but King George is laying claim to more every year. The locals are caught in the middle.
We're clear, Captain.
Crowd on every inch of sail. Tops, gallants, royals, studs.
Who's tops and royals?
Ease off the wind. All in all sail.
What service can I provide you? My thanks for your trust, Captain.
Charging up from working the docks, lovey. Give us a kiss. You've got less business in...
Hey.
Senseless bastard!
Indeed. Le Chasseur is waiting for us.
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. The Morrigan seems sturdy enough for the challenge.
Cargo! Cast adrift, Captain!
Ships ahoy! More fishermen from Persay.
Enemy ships! They're sinking the fishing boats.
They must believe those fishermen strayed into their waters.
These cowards must pay!
And would you look at that? Standing right in our way to Anticosti. What say you? You sink every last one of them?
For once, I find myself agreeing with you, Shay.
Stranger things have happened. Be waiting for us.
Yes. I hope the Chasseur has more information about the manuscript.
Maybe he'll have the whole thing figured out for us.
And maybe I'm Emperor of Rome.
Ave Caesar. Salt hair, open skies. A man out on the ocean is as free as a man can be. What do you say, Liam?
We're out here for a reason, Shay. Mind your duty.
Well, what's the point of freedom if you cannot breathe deep and enjoy it?
The Templars stick to this continent like a tar. Don't feel liberated until we pry them off.
Seems to me we should just talk to them like men, instead of skulking around.
Smile and wish them a good day as they lay their boot on your neck?
Of course not.
They're murderous bastards who want to control the world and everyone in it. Never forget.
We have nothing in common with that, of course. Get the mates free! Loose all and trim sharp to the wind! Fire!
Look out! Mine! On your mark, Captain!
On fire, mate!
Iceberg breaking! Loaded!
Fire! Brace down! Catch some wind! Trim the yards off the wind!
Brace! Brace!
Loose and catch the wind! Crowd it all on!
Clears down! Fire on your seats! Bloody fish! On your mark, Captain!
Short and sail! Get off the squall!
Douse the mizzen! Anchor!
Mates out!
That ship looks empty. It's trouble, Captain Cormac.
Fire!
Awaiting on! Loaded, Captain! Storm, Captain. Looks bad.
Reef the topsails and
Quite a rough squall, Captain.
Loose!
Could be dangerous.
There it is. Anticosti. The chasseur should be there. And with any luck, he will know where to find that manuscript.
Gallants and royals! All down! All down!
Dock the ship here, Captain. We've arrived at Anticosti Island.
Captains at sea!
The rum here is terrible.
Let me see. That's not rum. It's Old Dalveen. What the devil is that? Whiskey. Well, the whiskey here is terrible.
Good day's hunting.
By Beelzebub's balls! What happened to that wall? It looks like someone took a cannon to it. I hate digging stone out of the frozen ground. Fixing it'll take ages.
Meanwhile, while the good spirit...
right, Shay. We will meet you at the fort.
I miss my Maria. Such a true and fine heart is a heart of mine.
Where did you meet her?
At her third wedding. I slipped into the feast.
I would say you slipped into more than that.
We collect protection. We run brothels. We import and export.
I wonder why there are so many Royal Navy ships about.
I suppose because there are more French ships to challenge them.
Who has more ships, do you reckon?
The English, by far. But they're spread thin.
Do they have more than the Spanish?
Hard to tell. But the Spanish keep to the south. Too cold for them here.
I can't say I blame them.
So, Louis Joseph, how goes the fur trade?
Not well enough to put beef on my family's plates.
If you want beef, raid more British brigs. They're loaded down with barrels.
Oh, yes. Their Irish farms yield much meat, don't they? That is smart management. Far better than the locals could do.
Take a look at this. I borrowed these plans from a Royal Navy ship of the line. They are like nothing I have ever seen.
Good. We could use some more powerful weapons. Le Chasseur, allow me to present our associate, Shay Cormac.
Gentlemen, I have news. On this same ship, I spied the manuscript you seek. It was written in an exotic language I did not recognize and was full of drawings, plants, and animals out of an opium dream.
Were there no charts, no maps?
No. There may have been some kind of code, but neither I nor the roast beefs could ken it.
Where's the manuscript now?
The man who brought it said a man named Washington sent him.
I know that name. He's an important Templar, isn't he?
He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions that Templars have helped fulfill. Shay, let's return and find him. You, sir, have our thanks.
Wherever this Lawrence Washington docks his arse.
Liam, you're finally getting into the spirit of things.
He's a temper and a politician. What's there to like?
Good. Hoist anchor. Where does Chevalier get off ordering us around like that? We're assassins, same as him.
He's more experienced and he knows these waters better, Shay. That makes him in charge of these matters.
Well, he commands me around back at the homestead too. Is he a truffle pig to know land better than me?
Some respect, Shay.
He ought to respect me, Liam. I stick my neck out as much as any of us.
Yeah, twice as often it seems. That's just the thing. Chevalier hangs back and thinks before making a decision. His experience has earned him that right.
I wonder how much more experience I'll need before I can decide when to wake up or take action. I swear, Liam, sometimes I feel I was more grown up when we were children. We slept rough and scrounged for meat. At least we decided where and when. Fire! Call in the Stunson! Incoming ship! Fire! Explosive shot to stop our escape! Fire! 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 The ship fire! Reef! Short nose sails! Get the mainsails into the wind! Fire! 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 Off the damn points! Fire! Ready here! All sail! Set ready! Weather's coming against us! Off the wind! Get off the wind! Bring them in! For impact! I'll turn you off! Let out some sail!
You'll wish you'd drowned long ago!
I'll have your life! Grappling hooks away! Brace for impact! Get the mainsails into the wind! Use up! Piece of sticks! Brief it on, tops! Concentrate!
Captain overboard!
Loose main sails!
A poor old man came riding by, and we say so, and we know so. Oh, a poor old man.
Close down! Catch some wind!
There's the main.
A poor old man came riding by, and we say so, and we know so. Oh, a poor old man came riding by, oh, poor old man. Says I, old man, your horse will die,
But
and we say so, and we know so.
Reef the main.
He dies,
Fill
we'll
up
stand
gallants.
his high, oh, poor old man.
Hello!
And if he don't, I'll ride him
Hacker.
again.
Sod it, what is it now?
The Templars desire to understand the nature of these artifacts. Their spies have called upon many doctors and other learned people in New York.
They have also approached many tribes with questions.
Yeah, they've been showing that manuscript far and wide. No one can read the strange writing or understand the images. We do have a name, though.
We learned that Lawrence Washington sent out the manuscript.
Lawrence Washington. Businessman, Virginian politician, and high-ranking Templar.
Ah, yes. I recently heard he was back from the West Indies. One of my men saw his major domo pick up a strange package.
Then that package will be delivered to him promptly. Shay, figure out what it is and find Washington. And when you do, learn all you can.
I'll prepare the Morrigan. Captain has the wheel.
Well, if we've any luck, that ship will lead us right to him.
I make my own luck, Liam. And Washington is running out of his. There it is. Aye. There she is! All right, man. Time to be quiet.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman, slave owner, and a leading Templar. We lost track of him about a year ago. I recently learned he was in Barbados, but I haven't been able to confirm that.
Now you think he had something to do with the theft of the artifacts, don't you?
I wouldn't put it past him. 80's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to the colonies certainly coincides with the arrival of the artifacts.
We cannot let the Templars get control of these colonies. Whatever happens, Lawrence Washington must not survive.
I'll make sure he doesn't.
We're clear, Cap.
Captain! We have trouble on the tail! Gunboat, Captain! Royal Navy! They seem to be on their own, sir!
A blockade, Captain!
This won't do. Shay, you must follow that ship on land.
I'll do that. Bring the Morrigan around another way.
Aye, Captain. Track that package and find
down.
Washington.
Man your seats!
Reef it all, tops!
Joust!
Sub-blockade.
And remember what I said, Shay. Washington must die.
Aye.
Hold a moment! What in God's name are you doing? Guards!
Hold.
What's this? A rifle.
You there! Stay! Where you are?
How can that be? It makes no sound. Thanks for the present, Master Washington.
This is a strange surprise. Not quite what I was expecting. Now I must find Washington and interrogate him.
You! Stop! Shot! I can get him from here!
I need to get to Washington first. Then I'll worry about the artifacts.
I've enough to drink. And they're wrong about Sarin and Simba. I'll let the boys find that you can. I have bowling. Politics now. Starting okay, sir.
Brother, are you sure you shouldn't be in bed?
I am fine, George. Be a good host for my sake. Go to the wine cellar and get something special for our guests.
I will. Gentlemen?
My brother is a bright spot in a troubled land. If I may make one request before I depart this life, please leave him in peace. He should have nothing to do with the troubles of the Templar cause.
We all respect that sentiment, sir.
You have my thanks, gentlemen. Master Smith, are you ready to leave on your voyage?
Aye, sir. I shall return with answers.
Master Wardrop, are you likewise engaged with the manuscript?
Yes, sir. We will soon know its meaning.
Then I bid you take your leave.
Washington can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Better be right about him, Liam. Because I'm about to murder a dying man.
Symphony of light and color and sound.
Bloody politicians! Is there anything they won't do?
Nice to see so many. This place might just become civilized after all. I had the most extraordinary dream last night.
Good to see you.
Dancing in a
Oh, it's nothing. No need to... You are too late, assassin.
It's never too late to ruin Templar plans, Master Washington.
But my plans are already in motion. Even leading you here has given my allies time to escape. Thank you for making my end a quick one.
And thank you for revealing your master plan, you scheming snake.
God damn it. I better hurry. I have to get to the Morgan. Liam, I hope you brought the ship around.
This is unacceptable!
Is that a ship mortar? That's not sporting!
Report! What's our status?
Loose and trim through! Trim the yards off the wind! Better wings to the wind! Fasten yourselves! Lawrence Washington is dead.
You look disappointed.
The sickly way that man looked. He would have been dead in a month anyway. And 2 other Templars got away. They're looking into the manuscript and box.
Did they have the artifacts?
I don't know. Perhaps. I can't be sure.
Then you did what was right by the Brotherhood. You'll find the object later. Cheer up, Shane. It's a rare day we can sow such chaos among the Templars.
Perhaps. But to hear Washington speak, it didn't sound like they'd be too put out by the loss.
Well, that's what he'd want you to think.
The memory appears to be fragmented. How much time has passed?
A few months, I think. That virus is cutting off our access to complete memories. They're readable, but messy.
The 7 Years' War will soon break out in the colonies. Focus on assassin interference.
We'll do our best. Won't we, numbskull?
It's so grim about the homestead now that Miss Abigail and little Connor have passed.
Aye. I've seen Achilles crying.
Why shouldn't he?
It's just that he doesn't look sad. He looks furious. It's unsettling.
He's struggling with the loss. We all are.
I know, but it's been months, and we've done little but search for this blasted manuscript and box.
Le Chasseur has a lead on the box. You meet him and Chevalier in St. John's.
Chevalier too? No hope of cheering me up, then. When Achilles said whoever had the artifacts could access sites of great power, what did he mean?
I'm not sure I understand it myself, Shay. I had a long talk with Adewale about that. He believes the box can be activated to, well, project words or images.
Like a magic lantern?
What do you mean?
You know the magic lantern shows Father Connolly put on in the church basement? The box had a candle in it, I think. He put these little glass plates in front. Then we'd see the images projected on the wall like cathedrals in Rome. Bright and near as big as life.
Ah, yeah. I suppose it is. Except that it interprets the strained language of the manuscript, too. If the plate were of a banner in Latin, we'd see it in English.
How is that possible?
Who knows? I fear we might never truly understand how any of the pieces of Eden work.
Where in the world has the most beautiful girls?
I suppose it depends on your vision of beauty. A damsel from Corfu and one from Oslo are as different as chalk and cheese, but both can be lovely.
See, opinions like that give a man a reputation for wisdom.
Thank you.
I would have just said Havana. The girls there have lusty buttocks and bosoms and feel no shame in putting them on display. But that's no slight against our lasses from home.
I suppose.
I think Galway has the nicest ones. Fair and modest. Always willing to spot you a penny for an ale.
You don't say.
And then there's the maids I met in Lisbon. Destined for the convent they were. Dark-eyed and kindly dispositioned. If only I'd spoke Portuguese. Not that we spent much of our nights talking.
Opinions like that give a man an entirely different reputation.
Let go anchor. Captain's gone for a cold death! Give me some...
We're almost there, Captain. Le Chasseur will be expecting us.
And Chevalier.
It's a small price to pay for a lead in the precursor box.
As long as the seas do roll. But a sailor lad just like his daddy loves. The woman ashore he does adore. A girl who's loaded been round. When your money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, you jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. Just how the
Reef the topsails and gallants.
jolly roll. Make her away.
Yeah.
Tu te sens en sécurité, de fou. Il va se tuer. Nous sommes pas dépêchés. Tu penses pouvoir nous échapper?
Le voilà!
Don't hurt me, please. I'm nothing to you.
Enfin une guerre. Il est grand temps de montrer à ces Anglais qui commande.
On est quand même en infériorité numérique.
Toi, ne commence pas à m'infliger ta lâcheté.
Tu te sens en sécurité?
Nous sommes loin de toute civilisation, entourés de bêtes sauvages, et la menace de la guerre plane.
Il doit avoir des fourmis dans le pantalon. Ne bouge plus! In love with Bonnie Maggie Lauder. I permit her gun to pipe and spear. What was they called her? Big gun police, she answered him. Big gun, you Helen Shacker.
Hey.
Put on your gitches, what the skin. My name is Maggie Lauder. And by my bikes I'm preaching came to see thee. Sit down by me, my funny bird. I throw the glass in ye. You brainless.
Se baisse d'illusion.
The people up by part of you, the vie upon the border, the lasses are before and you heard her up the ranter. I shake my feet wearing if you'll blow up your chanter. Then to his back he flew with speed, about the throne he twisted, mag up and
pourquoi sont venus ici? C'est trop tranquille par ici. Pas de criminels, pas de britanniques.
Chevalier, what happened to your vessel?
I got myself into a bit of a scrape. Sent 3 ships in all hand to their watery grave. The Gerfaut nearly followed them down.
Just your fate has been better, Le Chasseur.
Indeed. My sources inform me that Samuel Smith has searched far and wide, looking for answers on how to make that strange box work. He just returned from Europe.
Where's he now?
Refitting his schooner. If you hurry, you can catch him there. Oh, remember those blueprints? Well, I had an engineer build that marvelous weapon for your ship. Master Puckle's gun fires more shots than an artillery brigade, and twice as fast.
Many thanks.
Anything for my hooded friends.
Mates out! Let's go!
Captain?
I will join you on this voyage.
Then shall we, gentlemen?
You are in a jovial mood, Shay?
Why shouldn't I be? I have a new weapon, and will soon have a chance to use it. Besides, Templars are usually well guarded, and I'm sure that Smith fellow is no exception.
I also took the liberty of ordering some improvements. The Morgan now has a ram cut through ice itself.
I have heard of such technology, but never witnessed its operation.
What about Smith, then?
There he is! Most fortunate timing! Lady Luck never ceases to smile on you.
He's seen us! Give chase!
But hold your fire! We must not damage the box or risk losing it to the sea. Can this blockade go any faster?
At least my ship is still seaworthy, Chevalier.
Our target is smart.
Smith is the Templar's treasurer. What he's doing in these waters is beyond me.
Maybe he came here to meet someone, or ran into your pirates. He's refitting his ship. Something must have happened.
If one of my allies attacked him, I would have known about it.
But he's back from a long voyage. Now's our chance to get him.
Smith controls most of the Templars' wealth, doesn't he? With him out of the way...
Washington entrusted the precursor box to him. He probably still has it.
Shay's right. Box comes first.
So we can't sink him. We'll have to board his ship, or force him to beach.
Look, Captain. He's cutting through the ice.
It seems you're not the only one equipped with such a ramshackle.
Let us hope ours fares just as well.
The ice is breaking away! Sir! To the fore!
It worked. The way is clear.
What's more, your fortune holds. But do not waste time congratulating yourself. Smith is getting away.
These waters are full. It's an ambush!
Off where you sit, Diablo d'Enfer! Smith must not escape!
I don't see Smith's ship.
Let's get rid of these distractions first. We'll find him.
Short sail! Get off the squad! Get me some speed! Who's top? Fire! Shoot there, sir! Ready to fire! He's there! Fire! There! He's dead in the water!
It's an ambush!
Off where you sit, Diablo d'Enfer! Smith must not escape!
Fire! Fire!
I don't see Smith's ship.
Let's get rid of these distractions first. We'll find him.
Fire! 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 He's breaking up!
There's Smith. He's moving again.
No doubt he hoped to be a spectator through the ice.
I'm glad to disappoint him. And he's still within reach.
On wind's trouble, Captain Cormac.
What wickedness is this? Another Templar tactic. They can cover whole stretches of ocean with their flames.
Careful, Shay. We could be burnt to cinders.
It's nothing more than a last desperate throw of the dice. He knows we have him.
This must be one of the purest places in the world.
They've hit us, sir!
Damage report, what's the news? Now we know where he was headed. Barson has an encampment here.
Follow him on land. Do not even think of firing the ship's weapons near that precious box.
I'll take care of this.
Acker!
Fish in a barrel. I think not. Get back here now. Don't let him escape. This will be your end, assassin. Kill him. Somebody stop him. What are you waiting for? Get behind him! Kill him! Somebody stop him! What are you waiting for? Finish him now! Kill him! Somebody stop him! What are you waiting for? Finish him now! Kill him! Somebody stop him! What are you waiting for? Finish him now! Kill him! Somebody stop him! What are you waiting for? Finish him now! Kill him! Somebody... You will regret this! Think about what you're doing, assassin. Your Brotherhood is using you. You will regret this. Think about what you're doing, assassin. Your Brotherhood is using you. Think about what you're doing, assassin. Your Brotherhood is using you.
This cannot be. No! Do you even know what that is?
An ancient artifact. Treasure from those who came before.
Yes. It matters not. Some of the greatest scientific minds of all Europe could not make it work.
Now all I need is the manuscript, and all shall be revealed.